This is Captain Jarsto, EAS Netherlands.
Syria Planum command post reporting.
This is NBS-1, Squad Leader Tajan.
We are not hostile. I repeat, we are not hostile.
The Corps' mother, the Corps' father.
I will need to protect the interests of our people.
Battles we fought here at Orion 7 in the name of freedom.
Three-Edged Sword. Episode 2. The Chase.
Captain's Log, EAS Netherlands, 68 days after secession. We're deep in hyperspace now, where the beacon is a faint signal that only the best of my communication stacks can enhance sufficiently for us to continue navigating. In a way, it's relaxing to be away from the universe a while, after all we've been through. But we have to get back to Orion 7. There's an Omega-class hole in the defense team right now. Unfortunately, even this far from the beacon, pursuit is still not far behind. So far our pursuers are staying closer to the beacon, but just inside of us. We may have to take the ultimate risk, jumping to another beacon without holding this one to shake them. And now we have to wonder if that is enough. Lieutenant Harrington is a latent telepath, just weak enough that the Psi Corps left him alone. In hyperspace, however, he is somewhat sensitive, and he assures me that there are telepaths tracking us. A statement I am unfortunately not prepared to dismiss.
Mission update. Operation Dutch Courage. Syria Planum command post reporting. 3 days after the attack on our comm facility, we are preparing to tighten the noose on the deviant cowards who launched the attack. While the tracking and monitoring equipment above ground suffered extensive damage, the control room was fortified enough to prevent any personnel losses. Earth Force scanners picked up the ship immediately after the attack and identified it as EAS Netherlands, last known to be at Orion 7. EAS ships took up the initial pursuit, shadowed by our own Black Omegas. Some skillful maneuvers far off the beacon soon forced the EAS forces to abandon the chase. However, the Black Omegas remain, thanks to the first test of our linked telepathic array. When Ms. Winter's control was debriefed, we learned of her successful deception of Agent Bester while linked to the rogue telepaths. That intel has allowed us to fashion a long-range hyperspace scanner, hacking into the beacons with a linked group of P-12 Teeps and Teeks. Agent Bester, having quickly recovered from his initial shock, is leading the group with a firm hand. At first, we only had enough P-12s on site for a vague fix, just enough to keep the Black Omegas in the right sector. As more P-12s have been rushed to the base, we have refined our focus, and now have their position firmly locked in. We are preparing to spring the trap before they can warn others of our new abilities. There was some debate about waiting to identify any Confederates. However, Agent Bester convinced the command staff this was most likely a solo operation. Now we will just make sure it was a suicide run. The Corps' mother, the Corps' father. Syria Planum out. Three-Edged Sword is brought to you by Voices of Babylon.